Look good, move well. Hey, what's up, functional bodybuilders? Recently, the Knees Over Toes guy, Ben Patrick, paid me a visit here at Functional Bodybuilding headquarters. The last time we saw each other was about a year ago, and back then, what I was struck by was how much we had in common about our views on training. Well, when we got back together this year, it was no different. In the short time that we were together, we had a whiteboard session where we listed out the top 6 lessons we aligned on over the past year. Some areas that I learned from Ben and some areas that he has learned from me. Here we go. The top 6 look good, move well lessons with my good friend, Ben Patrick. Never skip prep. Warm up is so important, but warming up goes well beyond just blood flow. Preparation is an opportunity for so much more. Preparation should drive meaningful blood flow to the tissues that you're going to use in training. This is what's going to lubricate your joints and help heal tissue. At Functional Bodybuilding, we believe in working on joint-specific range of motion and stability when we prepare for training as well. In Functional Bodybuilding, we'll often call these prep sessions pre-fatigue. Part of the reason I like this term is that it helps clients know that it is okay for your body and muscles to experience a little fatigue in your preparation. It's intentional. You don't have to fear getting too tired out for your strength training and your metcons. Ben loves the simple push and pull of a sled for prep. 200 meters of that with increasing speed as you go will get you so much blood flow to the knees, will strengthen the quads and the hips, and it will improve ankle range and foot stability as well. Don't skip this portion of training. It is probably more important than the rest of what you're going to do in the gym that day. Number 2, don't sacrifice range for load. What happens when you start shortening your reps, shortening your range of motion? When joints don't get to move through a certain range of motion, the brain begins to think that that range is not necessary. We stop sending fluid and nutrients to those portions of the joint, and we will lose that range of motion over time. If we avoid movement long enough, we might even begin to see tissues start to degenerate, degrade, and die. A common mistake in the gym that we see is in an effort to lift heavier weights, athletes will shorten their range of motion. Most of the time this is subconscious, but it results in the same thing, shortening of joint range of motion and tissue health degeneration. So instead, choose movements that honor a full range of motion and never sacrifice your range for more weight. This will allow you to stay strong and build better mobility and thrive for years to come. Lesson number 3, don't rush your weightlifting. The speed by which you lift can dramatically impact the outcomes of your training stimulus. One of the most common mistakes that we see is people rushing their lifts and moving too fast too soon. Slowing down your lifts with tempo allows you to build better movement control. It also allows your ligaments and tendons time to adapt and strengthening in various positions. With slow lowering phases of lifts, we can build a tremendous amount of strength and hypertrophy muscles without having to load super heavy. Going slow first is going to allow you to move fast eventually. So honor the controlled movement if you want to win the movement game and the muscle building game for a long time. Number 4, train both sides of your joints. Strength balance is critical to healthy joints. If more people started to look at training this way, we could dramatically improve athleticism and reduce pain and injury. Our bodies have elegantly evolved to do so many different movements, yet so many people pick only a few exercises or a few movements and they do them repeatedly for life. This unfortunately makes them quite imbalanced. Strength imbalance can show up as injury, pain, weakness, or aesthetic asymmetries. So one concept we believe in deeply is to be sure to balance the strength of your body front to back and side to side. Look at each joint in the body and train the opposing movements on all sides of that joint equally. Lesson number 5, supersets for efficiency and work capacity. Getting more work done in less time not only gives you more freedom to fill the rest of your day with things that you want to do, but it will also help you build your work capacity. Now, performing supersets, doing one exercise, resting, doing another exercise, resting, and coming back, it's very effective for a number of things, But what we don't want is we don't want to sacrifice the stimulus that we're after just for the sake of going faster and building more efficient workouts. However, with that said, far too many people are wasting time with long, unnecessary rest periods in their training. They perform one exercise, rest a long time, perform the same exercise, rest a long time, when they could have easily turned that rest period into something else. So fill your rest time with meaningful work. Make these supersets happen. And while you're at it, you will be increasing your work capacity. Lesson number 6, eat to fuel your training. This might not be a new concept to you, but it's worth repeating. Move more and eat more. Nothing is more depleting and depressing to me than thinking about a life of eating less and less, leading to less and less energy to move. Sure, caloric restriction has been shown in animal models to increase lifespan, but those animals also sit around and do nothing all day, and that is not how I want to live. Eat real, whole foods, and eat a lot of it. Get calories, get nutrients, and then go out and move your body. This concept has helped Ben and countless others build the bodies of their dreams and achieve fitness levels that they have always aspired to have. Let's end the conversation about cutting calories and depriving ourselves and start to have a conversation about how we can eat more quality foods that then translates into fueling our movement. Hey, if you enjoyed this content, then be sure to check out the episodes that I have done in the past, breaking down the intersection of functional bodybuilding and then Ben's athletic truth group method. Those are going to be down in the description below, and you can watch all those full-length videos on my channel. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel for future video content, and drop me a comment below to boost the algorithm and so we can have a conversation. I love to hear your questions. It helps me know what to produce for you on the next go-around of making more YouTube content right here. I'll see you next time.